Hello everyone and welcome back. Thought today we could do a color palette challenge based on a color palette from one of my own photos. I love this photo of some ballet shoes with some little roses kind of sprinkled about, and this color palette is really beautiful. So I thought, and I show you, there's a Skillshare class on making your own color palettes from your own photos, but it's kind of expensive to get them printed. I've printed 25 of these on like a postcard from Moo and just put my logo on the back side, and it was like $40, where if you get those color cubes from Sarah Renee Clark, you could get like one box for $40 and 2 boxes for like $67 or something crazy like that, and you can have 250 or 500 color palettes. But it is really fun to have some color palettes that are based on some of your own photographs, and I love my photography and the ones that I picked. So I'm inspired today to do a color palette challenge based on this color palette, and I wanted to do these in the Kuretake paints because I haven't played in those in a while, and I know watching the YouTube videos you might not realize that, but I have been on a painting in my art journal book, the Great Big Journal, and doing some other things, and so I feel like it's been a minute since I have worked on the Kuretake paints. And so I have taped down, determined to play on this little paper in different materials. I've taped down a piece of that Khadi paper, which is approximately 12 by 16 inch, I believe, and it's 320 GSM, and it's a weirdo cotton fabric-y kind of feel when you're done. I really love the way it feels when you're done. It does warp weirdly when you're using it. And I bought these and shared them in an art haul probably last year. Then decided, I don't think I love these. But now I'm back to, maybe I do love them. And so I thought, because it was in that art journal, and now I've really been going in that journal, so you'll just be seeing those videos come up for a while, because I have been painting just painting crazy and showing up every day. And I love that it has got me to show up every single day. So I thought I would do some stuff on this paper that's now been living in my closet for a year because I like it now. And I'm kind of thinking we could do some mark making first. I always keep open the option to cut things up, so we could cut this up, but it's a nice size, and working in that art journal has helped push me bigger again. I go through phases where things are little, and I go through phases where I go back bigger. And so I feel good after having so much fun in that art journal, painting bigger for a little bit. Then maybe I'll cut it up, or maybe we'll just love it. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a little bit of mark making. This is just my Stabilo Marks All in the black. And I like the Stabilos because it's a different color than the graphite, but it's nice and dark. But I am doing it a little bit kind of light here so that we just get something down. And because I'm going bigger, I'm going to use a bigger brush this is a Princeton Neptune number 6. And I'm just, putting that down into the water there and getting it nice and wet. And then just picking my colors here and seeing where we go. And I'm kind of feeling like maybe I'll start with this. And I didn't tell you what these colors were, but this is 406 Beige Gray. Oh, this is number 20 Black. Don't even care if I get a little on my paper. This paper is going to react differently than my cold press paper, but we'll just play and see what we get. This is 906 White Gold. And this is Yellow Ochre 44. And this is Alizarin Crimson 304. And number 17 Coral Pink. So that the pinks were a little bit in between the pretty pink here on my card. It's more like this one, but I like this lighter color too, so I thought, just gonna go with it. just gonna go with it. And I went ahead and spritzed that with some water to get it started, because I like it to be nice and prepped for me. And these are the Kuretake Gansai Tambi, and it's a mix between the Art Nouveau set and the regular set. And again, I usually start in the corners. That's kind of where you always see me go. The paper is dry, and I'm just using a whole lot of water in my brush. And because it's watercolor, we're definitely going to see all the marks that I put on here. And so I may love them and I may not. And it's water soluble marks too. It moves around with the paint. So that's interesting to keep in mind as we're going. But I just wanted to play and see what we get doing this stuff. And I've also got my bowl scraper here. I could kind of move some of that color around a little bit with that scraper and just see what does that what does that do? Because I like just testing out the silicone bowl scraper on everything now. It's my favorite tool currently. Not a new tool, it's a cool tool I've had in my closet forever. Goes with the oil and coal wax stuff. But it's like I've rediscovered it, and those two colors basically look the same when I put that on there. So I do like the darker of the two pinks here. Just saying that, just throwing that out there. Look at that, it's already very interesting. I didn't do the black yet. I'm almost hesitant to do the black watercolor. Oh yeah, but it is kind of interesting though, now that I've thrown it in there. Because I was kind of thinking we might do something else black instead of black watercolor, but that's okay. I'm okay with that, I guess. Just kind of touches in there. I don't want it to overwhelm. Maybe we'll scoot it around a little and just see, what it does. Just experimenting and having fun. I'm not trying for anything specific other than yummy big abstract. As I throw my brush down. Now I'm kind of thinking maybe, oh, I didn't do the silver. That's what I was waiting on. There we go. I think I still got some black on my brush, but that's okay. Ooh, I did have some black on my brush, but look at that. Oh, yum. Now we got a little metallic in here. Oh, don't know if I love what that did, so maybe we'll spread some of that out a little bit. Didn't really want that to have the black in it now that I see that. Alright, so there we go. I like that. Now, I'm kind of feeling like maybe some more of this. Now, what I like about this Gansai Tambi watercolor, it's a kind of a mix between watercolor and gouache. It's more opaque than a normal watercolor. That's kind of fun. Let's move it around and look at it for a bit. It's a little more opaque. It dries matte. Look how pretty that is. It just is different than regular watercolor. And I have discovered too, this aqua bronze watercolor powder. You can mix it with water, but it's kind of weird. It's kind of fun if you sprinkle this powder on wet watercolor and just let it kind of seal itself to the watercolor. That's particularly beautiful. Ooh, see, I can already see that yummy shine. And then we can just let that dry and kind of do its thing. So now I think I am going to let this dry and kind of see where we're at. So I'm going to walk away for just a moment and kind of let it do its thing, and then I might make on top, so we'll see. All right, I'll be right back. It's not quite dry yet, but as I'm looking at it, there's a few areas where the metal is like, I don't know, it's like on top, sitting on top, and I don't know if I like that. So I'm thinking if I just come back and throw a little bit of water on top of that, maybe we'll work some of that in better. I don't want that metalness to just sit on the top and be a distraction. So I'm just going to kind of work that in some so that I don't have just a line of powder where I threw it. I think I'd like that better. So just didn't want to do it off camera in case you thought, wait, I saw that, how'd you get rid of it? I think I like that better. All right, let me let this dry and I'll be back. All right, I've let that dry, and then I did take a tissue because the gold was kind of heavy in a spot or two, and I just rubbed this with the tissue to see if I would like where it ended up so it wasn't so overwhelming, and I did. So that's why it is a little bit lighter now than it was, but I like that there's that bit of gold in there. And now I'm thinking could do some mark making, a little bit of stenciling maybe. I was kind of considering some subtle stenciling maybe, and pulled out, let me get my palette paper ready maybe, but I pulled out a couple of stencils. This is a Stencil Club stencil that I really love. I'm almost wondering if just coming in from the edge a tiny bit might be fun, or this Joggles stencil, the rectangle motif. I love it also, and it could be maybe even a little bit of that possibly. Just throwing out ideas here. I mean, I could do this in like a light pink possibly, or I could do the rectangle just in a little bit of white. What do you think? What do you think? Or maybe even like a gray. Just shooting ideas around. I've got a pretty gray here. That might be nice. Just think it would be fun. And it could come all the way up the side. Like we could continue it down the side. I don't know. What do you think? Are you hating it? I'm kind of liking it. I'm kind of liking it. All right, so let's just move this where I can see that. I don't know, maybe I just like it as a big abstract without the marks on it. Or maybe, okay, now that I'm looking at it this way, I am kind of feeling like it could do with a few of the triangle maybe out here, but maybe not my very favorite stencil. This one, let's do the Joggles in maybe a gray. This is a silvery gray, so it is a little bit shiny. Just put a little of that out there. It is the Blick matte acrylic silver metallic. And let me just grab a little sponge. So I just kind of dab that down pretty good there. And maybe right here. And it's kind of metallic-y. I'm not going full force on the paint. I just want there to be the suggestion of something else. Oh yeah, okay. That was a good choice. Alright, good choice. Oh, sometimes you gotta back off of your favorites. That was my favorite though. I do love that thing. Let's come out here to the edge. Look at that. Okay, now that we did that, I need to finish this one down to the end, I think. I do like that. Let's get it right there. Maybe come down to this edge. Yes. Okay, that was the right choice. Go Joggles. That was, let me just double check it. That was Rectangle Motif from Joggles. I do link these below. Yay. Okay, that was perfect. That's exactly what I kind of wanted. I'm kind of thinking maybe some marks now to give me my finished kind of abstract piece. So I've just got that Stabilo marks all again. Hold it way back from the edge so that you get some very interesting, not uniform lines. Helps you be a little freer there with your mark making. Oh, this is so pretty, y'all. In person, this is even way prettier than I thought I was gonna get. Look at that. So pretty. I love the stuff you can kind of see coming up from the edges, and I'm almost feeling like we're there. So now I feel like we should peel the tape and see what we got, and I do like it up and down, I think. And I like that I can just very gently peel the tape and we don't tear the paper. So whatever initial experience I had with this paper, I'm feeling pretty good about it now. Because in the early YouTube videos, you'll see where I did this in an art haul, and then I did some, and then I was like, oh, I like it. And then I did some more, and I was like, oh, I don't like it. And then it's never come out of the closet since. But doing big abstract pieces like this, after working in the art journal, feels good. Ooh, you know what else we could do? We don't even have to be done, but I'm going to peel the tape. We could do some dots. I'm feeling, look at that. Look at that. Oh, and you can't really see the whole thing. Oh my gosh, but look at that. Now I'm kind of thinking we should get out our zig marker. This is that zig. Ooh, I could get out the, it's the same as the dip pen in the gold that Kuretake makes. Could get the dip pen out instead, but I'm kind of feeling like, you know, we could come in here and do some mark making and just a little extra whimsical something to shine at you as the light hits the piece. Oh my gosh, this piece is so pretty with these colors, like for reals. Oh, so pretty. Oh my gosh, guys, such a good paint day. I've been on a roll lately. Showing up every day, you just kind of get on a little roll, and it's so exciting when everything is just working out. And you're like, oh, great paint days at the paint table. Ooh, look at that. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty, you guys. Look how pretty this is with that shine in there. Just kind of picking up here and there. We could cut this into other pieces if we were not completely happy with it. Let's just get out our mat and see what else is in here. Because look at that right there. Oh, that is so pretty. It's like the mist on the mountains. Ooh, I can see so many good ones in here. Ooh, so pretty. If we went this way, I could kind of feel like something right in here. Oh, this is such a soft, pretty color palette. Ooh, look at that right there. I do like it as one big piece though, so I don't think I'm going to cut this up. Let's see if we like it better going this direction. No, I like it the other way. But kind of interesting just to get to flip it around and take a look. Hope you enjoyed painting with me today and using a color palette inspired by one of my photos. And I'll see you guys next time.